Are you a CPA business owner that grinds it out more than 50 hours a week? Is your practice's revenue and profit stagnating, declining, or just not to the levels you like? Do some of your clients drain the life out of you and your staff? After speaking with numerous experienced CPAs and listening to them, it seems that they all have some common problems. They're working too hard and grinding out 50 or more hours a week. Many are stuck making 80,000 to 100,000 a year, and they'd like to make more. And they're struggling to grow their agency with their client base that they have and their current staff. It's not that they don't know what they're doing. They're just doing everything they know. And I'm going to tell you about one of our clients, Alan. Alan's agency was not growing, and he was so afraid of losing any clients. We identified all the clients who were difficult to work with, along with all those that pay the least amount of services for where they should be charging a lot more. The bad list, if you will. That ended up being 25% of his entire roster. Yes, a quarter of his clients either had to pay a lot more or go somewhere else. So we worked with Alan and his staff to create a very professional letter to those clients, which clearly stated either that they're being fired by the agency and need to find another CPA, or that their rates are increasing, and the amount was stated on that letter along with a simple explanation. He also sent a letter to the remaining 75% of his clients informing them that their rates are going to be increasing. He lost 2 total good clients due to the pricing. Looking at his and his staff client time logs, these 25% of the clients were taking up over 80% of the total agency's time. That means that 75% of his clients were only getting 20% of the agency's time, and those were the good clients. No wonder Alan couldn't grow. After the letters went out to the bad clients, he ended up cleaning out 92% of those draining clients, and 8% of them paid a higher rate and changed their ways towards the staff. Just that shift ended up increasing his profits by over 40% in just a few months. Now, he and his staff can now focus on the clients he wanted to work with, and those clients noticed a change in the agency, which actually led to higher quality referrals. So close your eyes for a second and visualize your worst clients. You know the ones that call you every day for some crazy reason, the ones that question every penny on their invoice, the ones that harass your staff and are belligerent, the ones that complain about everything you do, the ones that question you and your expertise every year, the ones that threaten you that they're going to leave you year after year, and the ones that suck the life and enjoyment out of you and your staff. Okay, you got them in mind? Now imagine them all gone in a heartbeat. Well, I have good news for you. Just like with Alan, you could be nervous about losing them, but know your revenue and profits will increase by positioning your agency to your clients that you want to work with. You and your staff will be happier. I mean, how would that make you feel? Would you like that? Then start working with the clients you want to work with. Have a better life. Your staff's morale will improve. Your other clients will see your newfound positive attitude. You're going to have less stress, make more money. And we have seen this time and time again. That's our first step of our simple 3-step formula. The first step is positioning. I work with a lot of CPAs, and to be completely honest with you, a vast majority of them all look alike. They all say the exact same thing. Nothing stands out from your competition. And then they wonder why they're not attracting the clients they want to attract. And they end up like Alan. Most CPAs have not even updated their website in over 5 years. And that is even if they have a website, which is critical nowadays, because people are searching for you and checking you out. So if you sound and look like every other CPA, then in the mind of the prospect, you are no different and you have no difference of value differentiation. Therefore, the prospect only has price to compare you to all those other agencies to. This also includes those cookie cutter tax firms that pop up once a year. Now, you may build your business through referrals. So if someone refers you to them, they're going to go on the internet and check you out. But if you look and sound like everybody else, they're probably wondering why their friend referred you to them. But if you want clients that will stay with you for the long haul and see your value, you need to position yourself as that agency. In Alan's situation, we had to reposition his agency, and the first thing to do was get rid of the clients that were killing his agency. All your social media profiles and websites need to be crystal clear on who you serve. Know your true target market. Do you even have a niche? Or will you take any client that walks in the door? Why would someone choose you over another CPA? What makes you different than another CPA? What evidence do you have to show that you're different, such as testimonials, blogs, videos? What is it? The point is you need to position yourself as the agency that provides value to your target market. If someone does not see or understand the value of your services over another agency, then the only thing they must compare you with is price. And we want to have you show them so much value and why you are so different, a prospect would not compare you to anybody else based on price. Position your business to attract the clients you want. Now it's time to scale. You remove the clients you don't want to work with and starting to attract the clients you do want to work with. Now you have a new problem. You need more staff to handle the new influx of business and grow. Maybe you've been doing such a good time for so long, maybe grinding it out every season, but you don't need to do that forever. If you are ready to get some support to spend more free time with your family, friends, and do the things you're passionate about, then you must bring on staff. Here's what I mean. One of our clients, Clint, was working over 70 hours a week, and his spouse was ready to leave him because he never had time for his family. She was already speaking to a divorce lawyer. Changes had to be made in this agency and fast. The way I look at it, we don't only improve businesses, but we also save marriages as well. And this is not the first time. Clint had 2 staff members. One of them was certified to handle basic tax returns and did not touch any of the other services the agency provided. And the other staff member handled the typical office admin duties. That meant Clint was doing all the client onboarding, meetings, tax returns, and all the other services they provided. And then reviewing the returns with the client. Basically, he was doing 90% of everything in his own business. No wonder his wife was ready to go. Even in the summer slow months, he was still logging in over 60 hours a week. He was also taking on any clients because so many of his clients only used him once and left him because they felt that he just did a return and pushed them out of his office. He was to the breaking point. We sat down with Clint and his staff agreed to obtain their CPA licenses and work for him. We showed him how to bring on a couple of accounting interns as soon as possible. First, we created a compelling statement to use. Next, Clint met with the dean of accounting at the local college and told him he needs at least 2 rock star interns. He will pay them $15 an hour, provide them real experience, not just filing and copying, but sit in with clients and learn. And the students will get internship credits for their degree. And Clint knew if the interns worked out well during the season, he would offer them a full-time position after they graduate and even pay for them to sit for the CPA license. The dean couldn't say yes fast enough and sent 8 individuals to Clint to interview for those 2 internships. We then worked with Clint on how to interview them and onboard them. 2 existing staff members helped onboard them and they studied and passed their CPA exams. Now Clint has 2 new CPAs, but with experience in his agency, 2 admin people that will become CPAs for him soon. This new staffing model increased the agency's revenue over $75,000 in just the first tax season. The cost to bring on those interns was around $1,200 a month. Now that's one great investment. The next thing we had to do is work with Clint is on delegating duties to his staff and develop his staff to handle everything when he goes on vacation. I sat Clint and his wife down to plan the vacation together without their kids. And then we prepped the staff to make sure Clint would only get an email or a call in an extreme emergency, which never happened. Clint's marriage and business was saved by this simple strategy. Clint was working around 45 hours the following tax season. Then after the season, he repeated the process and brought on 2 more interns since his interns were about ready to sit for the CPA license. Clint is now enjoying his weekends, vacations, and family time, and his business is growing. To grow your business and scale, you need to always be bringing on great staff and developing them for the future. There's nothing like having more time and making more money. Now that you position yourself as the expert to your target market, you're bringing in the right staff to help you grow and scale your business. It's time to listen to Dr. Stephen Covey, who said, think with the end in mind. That is a third strategy, building a business. It's amazing when I speak to business owners in a variety of industries that they do not have a solid exit strategy. I hear many of them say, well, I'm going to sell my business for $1 million when I retire. But the reality is this: most businesses aren't even worth one multiple of EBITDA. In fact, a large percentage of businesses aren't even sellable. And that is because the owner operator has been running his business for decades and pulling a great salary out of it, but has no systems in place or staff. Therefore, no one wants to buy a business where the owner is the business, and without the owner, there is no business. I could tell you so many stories of business owners I spoke with right after the pandemic calling me and asking me for help because business brokers told them that they don't have a sellable business and good luck. Many of those businesses just had to close. All their investment, their dreams, their sweat equity, gone. Their lives are now disrupted. Granted, you are in an industry where another agency will buy your clients from you, but do they want your business? I mean, you could maybe get one multiple, maybe 1.1 or 1.2 if you're lucky, but do you think it could be higher? What about your staff? Will the buyer bring on your staff and take care of them? When speaking to the agency owners that want to grow, they want to build a legacy where they can sell their business one day and still receive a paycheck, but not have to go to work in the business anymore. Now, not every CPA wants to build a business, and they love having a business where they get a nice paycheck. Having owned and operated 7 businesses, the businesses I'm most proud of were the ones I sold at multiple EBITDA, not the ones I had to close and just sell the assets off. To build a business that you can sell at a higher valuation, you need to put in the right systems and processes in place to increase your revenue, your profits, and reduce your time and stress. Here's what I mean. One of our clients, Georgina, was paying herself less than the industry average and had to make some changes. When we started working with her, she had no positioning, she only had 2 staff members, and those items were solved fast, as we have explained. But she also had no internal systems or processes. The 3 of them were touching the same tax return about 15 times. The inefficiencies were costing them nothing but time and productivity. Their software was out of date, and it seemed like they spent a massive amount of time scanning and putting documents in an access program. And Georgina was the only one who knew how to use the CRM. Many of her clients even complained on how disorganized they were in the office. She did want to sell her business in 7 years and knew no one would buy it for what she wanted to sell it for, and something had to change. So when a business does not have the right processes and systems in place, things will fall through the cracks. We actually uncovered over $100,000 of unpaid invoices. So just fixing this one leak increased their revenue by over $100,000 right away. The first area we worked with her and her team on was the client journey. That's how they work with a client to improve efficiencies. So we went through everything within Georgina's business to create a system and process and document everything. All the software they had was updated and connected to their new CRM, so everyone can track everything with the clients. For every new system and process that we put into place, she noticed her staff was happier as well as herself. They got more done in less time. Her marketing and positioning were working and bringing in more clients and great people wanting to work for her. One big area Georgina kept telling me about was that she didn't feel stressed all the time, and she was finally getting a great night's sleep, knowing her business could run without her in it. Putting the right systems in your business is critical if you want to grow and sell your business for multiple EBITDA. You now know our simple 3-step system. I'm Biz Coach Steve Feld. CPAs and accounting business owners hire me to turn their liabilities into assets, which accelerate their net worth and ultimate success. Because most lack marketing strategies, internal systems to retain and obtain clients and employees they want, and a defined growth strategy is non-existent. So if you've been grinding it out or struggling, how much longer are you going to let that go on? Do you want this to be your life until you retire or die? If you don't make any changes, what's likely going to happen in the future? Do you want to build an agency that you can sell at multiple EBITDA, or are you happy just selling it for maybe 1 times EBITDA? It becomes a trap. The thing that is supporting you is also the thing that's holding you back. If you put the time in now, and right now is the best of times to do this, we are in an unstable environment, and a lot of businesses are going to fail. We know this, you know this, we've all seen it before. It happens and it's natural. Some businesses are going to fall away and some are going to profit, massively profit, because there's going to be a gap in the market. A lot of your competition is going to be wiped out. And I can guarantee this. If you want to be one of those that survive and create the business you want You can implement what we've just laid out for you and do it yourself, or you can have us work with you. It's all up to you. Get your future business to start paying you a dividend for building the business of your. Now, position you and your business to get the right clients, reduce your stress, have a higher quality life, have more time for doing the things you love to do, and more family time. Increase your revenue with the right clients and raise your prices. Scale your business to bring on more staff to stop doing everything in your business. Put the right systems and processes in place to increase your profits and build the business of your dreams. Here are 2 choices to get positive results in your business. If you want to implement this system for free, email me. I will be more than happy to send you the 3-step system for free. However, to get the best results by having us build it with you, then we need to hop on a quick call, get to know each other, learn more about your business and what results you want. Here's my contact information as well as in the About Me section. We look forward to hearing from you and start getting the results you want in your business.